Alright, welcome back, Attack. Today we're going to do a run and gun video, a quick casual kind of top 10, maybe you could say. This is going to be the top 10 online casual games, and in spirit of that, I'm just going to casually do a top 10 here, yeah. Alright, so starting off the list, yeah, I know we're getting right into it real quick, right? We got Words with Friends, which is a mobile game that you can play with friends. Oh, yeah, it's actually asynchronous gameplay, but I think it's asynchronous gameplay done almost perfectly. It's supreme, right? So Words with Friends is basically the whole Scrabble thing. It's a free game. It does add super light. Basically, yeah, I mean, that's just it. It's Words with Friends, guys. It's honestly just a really unique game that you can play with multiple people at the same time. Yeah, you can have multiple games going on. However, you can't have more than one person in a game. You know, you can't have like 5 people like in a Scrabble. You can't have that. So it's just 1v1. But you know, for that 1v1 asynchronous gameplay, really, there's not too many games that are better than that. And number 9, we got Little War Game, which is personally one of my favorite RTSs ever, and you can play it in the browser for free. There's like literally no monetization, which I think is to a fault. I totally love skins in this game. But Little War Game was actually kind of like my introduction into the RTS genre, truly. And it is, like, if RTS could ever be casual, it would be the Little War Game. Now, number 8, we have Treasure Arena, which was in our top 10 browser multiplayer games. Now, Treasure Arena is not like a MOBA. I know it has arena in the name, but it's not like a MOBA. It's just like a game that's in like these random arenas-ish, and then you just kind of do things. You pick up items and you throw them, and you do the abilities of different characters. I mean, it's just really cute, really simple. I guess it's like if you mix Zelda gameplay, like old Zelda gameplay with Smash Brothers, you'd get Treasure Arena. At number 7, we actually have a casual MMO, and that is TROVE. Now, a lot of you guys really wanted to show off TROVE. I know it just came out, and it is a really awesome game, but at the same time, it is casual. So you can go into this game thinking it's like Minecraft, or going into this game thinking like it's a normal MMO, and you'd actually be kind of wrong. It's neither of those things. I mean, it does look like Minecraft, and there are some building aspects to the game, and at the same time, it does have some sort of MMO feel to it, but for the most part, it's really its own blend of uniquity, which kind of makes it casual. Okay, so number 6, we have the king of casual MMO, and that is Realm of the Mad God. Realm of the Mad God is a bullet hell. If you don't know what that is, it's basically there's just lots and lots of bullets on the screen that you have to dodge, and you yourself shoot. So yeah, each class is actually pretty unique. They have different abilities, but for the most part, you are shooting. You know, it's not exactly like a melee brawler thing, kind of like Trove, but you do have to actually die in order to get new classes. So you're going to be dying a lot in this game, and it's just really fast and furious, and it has open world questing, so you know you don't really need parties. Everyone just kind of parties up magically together instantaneously, and every day I believe the servers reset and you go and you level up and you try to kill the Mad God. So yeah, for a casual MMO, it's pretty intense. Now, number 5 is personally one of my newfound favorite games ever, and it just came out on mobile devices, but you can play it in your browser, and that's Agar.io. Now, there are a lot of copycats out there, but for me, I'm going to stick with the original, and that's Agar.io. You probably have seen people playing this on Twitch. It is tremendously fun. Basically, you start out as a little blob, and you eat other little blobs until you're a big blob eating big blobs, and you just get bigger. I mean, it's really that, okay? I guess you can kind of count it as an MMO, but it's so simple. You can jump in, jump out, and get eated so quickly that it definitely earns its spot in the top 10 casual games. Now, number 4, this is definitely, I guess, a question. Is Clash of Clans actually a casual game? Because it is competitive. But can a competitive game be casual? If there's any game that can be both competitive and casual, it would be Clash of Clans, because you do have that casual gameplay, and you have to grind through the casual gameplay, which is kind of like Farmville-ish, in order to get to the competitiveness. But you can still feel kind of like that, a little bit of competitiveness early on, because it is still a strategic game. Like, more than any other MMORTS, there's strategy in this, and it actually is like somewhat real time. So pretty much, it's the best MMORTS, and that is a casual genre, so since this is the king, it's going to get its spot on the list. Number 3, we have Team Fortress 2, which is another game that can be competitive and can be casual. Right now, it is kind of starting to focus on esports, being a little bit more competitive, but at the same time, guys, you're going to have all these wacky, silly characters with all these wacky, silly weapons, and some pretty ridiculous maps. And overall, you know, it's aesthetic. It just looks fun and silly, and it totally is a fun and silly game. And you can go and play it with that mindset. You can just jump into any server that you want, or you can play it competitively. And that's why it's ranked so highly, because you can have whatever amount of fun that you want with this game, whether that be casual or hardcore. Now, number 2 is Minecraft. Now, some people might consider Minecraft a hardcore game, but truly, at its heart, it is a casual game, because you can experience it however you want to experience it. You can go into creative and create whatever you want. You can add mods. You can have all sorts of different challenges with the adventure maps that people create. You can make your own. You can just do the normal survival servers. You can do whatever you want, set whatever difficulties and challenges that you want for yourself. You experience it how you want to, and that's what makes it casual and fun. Now, number 1 on our list for top 10 online casual games is gotta be Hay Day, which is actually from the makers of Clash of Clans, Supercell. Now, Hay Day, to me, is very similar to Farmville, and normally I don't put copycat games on lists because I don't think they're good, but Hay Day just completely surpasses Farmville in my opinion. Now, when you think casual games, the first game that you think of is probably Candy Crush. Now, let's think of the first online game. That's Farmville, right? So Farmville is probably the casual game. Now, if we have a better version of Farmville, of course I'm going to put that on the list, and I think Hay Day is. All in all, graphically, it is newer as well. It's got more population, I believe, at least congruently, and I just really like the company. Clash of Clans was a great game, and Hay Day, I think, is a fantastic game. Despite it being a copycat, I still think that overall they improved on the formula. So guys, that was it. Quick and casual, our top 10 online casual games. If there's any casual games that you truly enjoy playing, you know, if it's online or offline, whatever, just share it. Go leave it in the comments. I'm actually pretty interested in knowing, and I bet a lot of us are, because there's a lot of casual games out there, guys, that are truly shit. And that's why I think you guys are going to appreciate this top 10. Thanks for watching. Please come back, attack, and like and subscribe so you can stay notified of all these top 10s that we got and a lot of gaming goodness that we're going to throw at your face here pretty soon. So be excited for that shit that we got coming out. And actually, I work pretty hard on this sometimes, but be excited for it, and we look forward to seeing you there. Welcome back, Attack. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 free-to-play MMOs for this year, for 2015, and I think across all the genres for free-to-plays, we've seen so much innovation in MOBAs, in MMOs, in like card games. We've seen so many new things this past year, and hopefully, maybe, probably so, 2015 is going to be just as exciting.